like this. Every time when he goes up, push it. Same as this one. I put this in action. So every time when you open something, push it, including the lock through the blades. And with a good strong width, it's about my size in an hour. Is that quick? Electricity does it in 10 seconds. But it's not fair to compare it because this technique is 400 years old. So this is the classical way we cut it. And in those days, it was a huge speed. It was really very, very productive action, what I did in those days. And over there. So, pushing and cutting. And you should realize before they were working with those mills, they were cutting manual by hand. And it was heavy work. And there were two men, one in the top, one in the bottom. And in the bottom he was cutting like this. And he was cutting like that. And it was about 1 meter an hour. Heavy work, took a very long time. Well, at the moment I've got 2 blades in the frame. But normally I have 11, 12 blades. 12 blades, 24 persons. And on the 10 blades in that frame. Or the 20 persons. So those mills took over the work of all those hand cutters in those days. And in Amsterdam you had the Union of Hand Cutters. And didn't like this. It was a threat for their function. I stopped it for a couple of years, but it was unstoppable because those mills produced enormous amounts of cutted wood for about 2.5 centuries. I could work with those mills till what you call the Industrial Revolution. You know what it means? The Industrial Revolution. The steam engine was introduced. Steam power. James Watt, the inventor of the steam engine, 1870, 1860, and they took over the work of all those cutting sawmills, and later the electric motor and the circular saw, and it over the windmills. But they built a complete new mill to show you our kids and our next generations industrial history, and that's what we try to present our visitors. And in a moment you see it stops almost. Simply the winter's not strong enough. But can you imagine with heavy weather conditions in the end of November or January, hailstones, gust of wind, stormy weather, so the mill is always keep an eye on the weather because the weather can do a lot of damage to the mill. Well, in the moment I can take a nap because nothing serious will happen. But in those situations,